What's bragging with y'all? Don't worry about this one lock. It's just sticking up. It's doing what it want to do. Anyway, it's gonna be a little quick video. You feel me? But nah, what I wanted to talk about was Kyle Rittenhouse. All right. At this point, man, in the game, you should be able to see, if you are at a higher state of being, you should be able to see how these quote-unquote elites use certain situations to steal our energy. All right. At this point, man, it's like there's an attack on our people. All right. There's an attack on everyone. More specifically, there's an attack on melanated people. All right. At this point, you got to stop giving your energy to them. It's all distraction just to get you to feed your energy into them. Okay, you got to realize that these quote-unquote elites, okay, and the reason why I say quote-unquote is because everything is a vibration. When you say certain things, they're attached with certain vibrations, all right? When you call something elite, that means that something is over you, all right? You have to carry on and know that you are the most elite thing in your life. But anyway, with that being said, these quote-unquote elites, right? You got to realize that they feed off of negativity. They feed off of negative energy, okay? And they need that to survive. If everybody got on the highest vibrational frequency, these elites would not be able to inhabit this planet, okay? But you got to realize that there's an attack on our people. Stop giving your energy to this bullshit that you can't control, okay? The Kyle Rittenhouse thing, all right? Rest in peace to the people who actually died, even if they did. Because honestly, at this point, man, everything that I don't believe nothing that the news has to fucking tell me at this point. I don't believe anything that the news tells me. I feel like everything is an agenda and that everything is fake. But you gotta realize that with this situation right here, even my mom, she was in the car with me and we was talking about this and stuff like that. And I was telling her, I was like, and this, she was telling me for the first time I even heard it, and instantly I'm like, oh, okay, I already know what this is about. In my mind, instantly. That's because that's just where I am at my level of just consciousness. But anyway, she was telling me, and I told her, I'm like, Ma, it's like to the point where, you know, things like that, you got to realize that these elites is trying to get us to subscribe to the idea of white supremacy, okay? You have to realize that these people want you to be below them. These people want you to be below them, all right? It's like you gotta stop giving your energy to this bullshit, to this whitewashed matrix bullshit. All right, I'm so far tuned out of this shit that again, I don't even believe nothing that you gotta fucking tell me. All right, if it's mainstream, it's not real to me. To me, if it's mainstream, it's not real. I'm not believing none of that shit. I'm not subscribing to none of that shit. I don't want to hear nothing that you gotta fucking tell me because all of that shit is fake to me. Again, these people are trying to get you to subscribe to the idea of other races of people on the planet who existed for less time than you have be over you. That doesn't make no fucking sense. That isn't. Now, again, I'm not talking about old people. No, I am not. But what I'm saying is that there's an attack on certain groups of people. Well, really, again, everyone. But more specifically, because this is what I'm talking about, there's an attack on our people. And again, these are just distractions put in place to not only feed your low vibrational energy into them, but just to get you to subconsciously subscribe yourself to the idea that white people are above black people. And it just is what it is. And I'm not really here to argue that shit with nobody. It's like this Kyle Rittenhouse shit. Yes, black people are more likely to be arrested as a result of the melanin that we withhold. But again, that shit has nothing to do with you on a personal level, okay? So why are you getting mad at shit that you can't change? If anything, you should want to change on an individual level so you could therefore change the collective. And it's like, is it messed up that us people even have to go through this? Hell yeah, it is. It really is messed up. But again, let's be realistic here, but optimist at the same time. It is what it is. It be like that when it be like that, especially when it be like that. What I recommend you do is stop watching the fucking news. Or if anything, watch the news or look at the news with a higher perspective. All right? When you're able to look at things from a higher perspective, have your third eye open, and look at this from a higher perspective, knowing that you have to read in between the lines of what's going on, And you're gravy, you're golden, you're Gucci. Okay? Stop giving your energy to shit that's outside of yourself. Please stop doing that. Especially out of shit that's made to take down your vibration. To take you down on a spiritual level, on a mental level, on a physical level. You gotta really stop doing that at this point, because that's all you're gonna see for the next week. Kyle Rittenhouse, oh yeah. And then the thing is, Young Dolph, he just died too. Rest in peace him, if he even died, which again, I don't believe none of that shit. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you I got the answers, but I'm just to say that shit seemed fishy to me. Travis Scott, my nigga. At this point, this Matrix is trying to use distractions to keep you off of your pivot, man. As opposed to you, like I was even getting my retweets yesterday and shit like that, and on the TV they was talking about all this celebrity drama and shit like that. Like, bro, I'm looking at this shit and I'm like, yo, what the fuck am I even watching right now? What is even going on? The person who was doing my hair yesterday, including the other people in the room, we was all talking about the Travis Scott situation, and then they brought up the idea of some type of Illuminati sacrifice and things like that, and they all thought that was crazy. But yet the fact that 8 niggas died in the matter of a few hours, maybe however long the concert was, including 300 people injured, isn't fishy. And that shit, without that being some type of ritual or sacrifice or whatever, that shit seems fishy to me. Now again, am I saying that that's what it was? No, I'm not necessarily saying that, but that shit seems mad fishy to me. And I don't believe none of that. Okay, again, this is all psychological programming. They want you to feel as though you are less than what the fuck you are viewing, than what you are seeing on an external level. Stop giving your energy to that bullshit, man. Go within. If the shit don't make sense to you, if it's not right, then 9 times out of 10, it's not fucking right. Listen to your heart. Listen to yourself. Your intuition is never gonna lie to you as long as you let it. You don't let it. It's not going to. Again, you may not have all the answers. I may not have all the answers. But stop giving your energy to that. Especially if it doesn't affect you on an individual level. Especially that. View things from a higher perspective. Be aware. That's all I can really say. Just be aware of what's going on. Now again, if these people actually were the victims of Kyle Rittenhouse, rest in peace to their souls. Rest in peace. May they rest in power, rest in prosperity. May they make their transcendence onto where they came from. A peaceful transcendence onto where they came from. Hopefully they don't get stuck on the moon. That's all I'm saying. Hopefully they don't get stuck on the moon. But with that being said, don't give your energy to this bullshit, man. You can't see, but support your mans. JacobG_creations. Get it chopping on Instagram. Cashapp in the description. Support your mans. We out. And one more thing I forgot to mention. You see how fucked up all of this shit is that it's happening around this time of this month, right here in this very time and place? Bro, you gotta realize again that these are elites. I keep on saying quote unquote because they're trying to get you to subscribe to you being below them, hence why they're called the elites. But anyway, these people, goddamn nigga, you fucked on my flow. Anyway, these people understand astrology. They know that I'm looking at the full moon right now. Okay, they know that people are very vulnerable at this time. People are more likely to get riled up because of the full moon energies that are going on. Is it a coincidence that all of this stuff is being televised around the time that people are the most emotional? And people are going to get mad the most? People are going to get sad the most? That's because they know that the full moon energies are supposed to, these astrological energies are supposed to teach you about yourself. Okay, now they're taking that and they're flipping the script on you, and therefore making you more mad so you could channel your energy into them. That shit is not a coincidence. These niggas study astrology. Okay, you're 1 step ahead, they're 2 steps ahead, nigga. You're 1 step ahead, they're 5 steps ahead of your ass, nigga. Stop subscribing to that shit. Stop it. Go within and understand what the fuck you looking at. But anyway, I'm sorry for getting so riled up. I'm just very passionate about what I'm talking about. You know, life hasn't been, you know, all peachy cream, sunshine and rainbows for me either. It's been a roller coaster, you know, this last week. But we getting through, because that's all we do around here. But again, with that being said, now it's the end of the video. I love y'all. We out.